I am sure sports. You know me there, from coast to coast representing. I mean, I say this is righteous representing for Omar. You don't know, come get your sports over here from near and far. Boy. Me say I am sure sports, one thing me sure about. When me say sure, that me not doubt. Come get your sports, get it over here. Come subscribe, repost and share. I am sure sports, one thing me sure about. When me say sure, that me not doubt. Come get your sports, get it over here. Come subscribe, repost and share. If me not sure, that me not say it. Know who score, that me not say it. Never know the game play, that me not say it. If me never seen a game, me not know who play. For your sports news, better come over here so. For your soccer news, then come over here so. If you don't love sports, still come over here so. For the day done, you are gonna love over here so.
So when it comes on to behavior concerning football, Jamaica is decent. I am sure that if we can get all of these things done, set in place by the end of April, it gives us enough time before the World Cup campaign. Not afraid of no Brazil, no Argentina with these crapper players. We are good enough. Remember, like, subscribe, share. Listen, comment, let me know what your thoughts are.
Trick-Nick Jerk Marinade gives your meats and vegetables authentic Jamaican jerk flavor. The spices are directly from Jamaica. Spices like jerk seasoning, allspice, Scotch bonnet pepper, fresh scallions, thyme, ginger, and garlic. The key ingredients to a great jerk marinade. 0% sugar and low in sodium. You want to try it?
Made up of 18 Jamaican herbs and spices, add delicious, bold flavor to your next grilling experience. Flavoring sauce, a marinade, basting, condiment, or topping. Trick-Nick Jerk Barbecue Sauce.
All right. Good evening, one and all. Welcome to I Am Sure Sports. I am your host, Manningsman. Hope you're doing well today. Hope you're doing fine. It is the day that the Lord has made, and we will rejoice and be glad in it. Yes, indeed. We are blessed indeed. We are too blessed to be stressed. Yeah. Hope you get that one and hope you believe that. As usual, we always want to give thanks for life and life more abundantly, and that life is found in the creator of the heavens and the earth. Yeah, man, he keeps us and he never slumbers and he never sleeps. Yeah, welcome to the platform. If this is your first time, as usual, we ask you to hit the subscribe button and touch the notification bell, so every time we put out content, you can get it right there on your phone and you're notified. All right. Also, make sure that right now you take some time and you hit that like button. This is the drive time show. It's right when you're heading home in some traffic. So hit that like button and share it with someone else. Please, one and all. Want to welcome those who have commented already on the video. Man like David Palmer, Young Cryptic as well, Paul Watkins, and Ernest Murray. Yeah, some of you are very, very regulars on the platform. First, I'm seeing a comment from David Palmer, so welcome down if you're a new one. You're a newbie, or you're one of the big-time big ones. You understand me? Paul Watkins says, big up everybody from Lewis. Yes, indeed. All right, a big up man like Drew, aka Drew Fortes. Big up man like Rob Smith, always spitting out that encouraging venom. Yeah, man, Nitro up and running. Jason Ferrer won Calabar for champs this year. Have no fear, because Calabar will be there. Make sure you come for that final day, because Calabar will be winning champs. I don't matter what Drew Fortis and the KC fans want to say. Yes, yo, big up yourself, Trevor Sparks. Yeah, man. From you know say sparks, you know say always a shining light in the midst of the dark. Them man they don't play. No day them man they don't skylark. Big up yourself. You understand me? You know what we mean. We want to make sure we give you the scripture for the day today. Anyway, all right. So this scripture is taken from Psalm 108, verse 13. You understand me? It says, with God's help, we will do mighty things, for he will trample down our foes. Psalm 108, verse 13. With God's help, we will do mighty things, for he will trample down our foes. Hold on to the scripture there. With God, you can do mighty things. Yes, indeed. Yeah, man. And he, the Lord, will trample down our foes. They don't even have to fight the enemy. The Lord will deal with them. TY, bless up yourself in ever true, never lie. You don't know. Every name me have a rhyme for, because me always there on time, sir. I'm feeling good today, because you know this is a 1 hour show, so we now have no time to play. As usual, you can call in right after the 30-minute break to give your thoughts and your feedback and to ask whatever question you want. Yeah. What are we on a mash me island, Cayman? Don't ramp with me now, Shaunas, because you said that you are supporting Jamaica. Don't play with the thing. Mikey, Ballin, pick up yourself. Pick up yourself and Jamaica are big up. I think that is big up, you know. And so I don't know how pick up coming out, you know, but big up. Mikey, big up yourself, you know. Them man, they always support the female football. Female football coming up in the car. The girls have 2 games against Peru. Yes, indeed. So make sure. All right. Are you ready, people? Because we have lots of information to share with you. Yeah, man. So you know that JPL games are on today. So let me give you right now at the 46th minute. Cavaliers are down 1-0 to Mobe United. Mackenzie getting the goal for Mobe United in the 33rd minute. So the game being played right now is Mobe United versus Cavaliers. Cavaliers not having a good season so far from the results. They are down by 1-0 to Montego Bay. You understand me? Yeah. In other games, Vair United, they got a goal in that one. They took the lead, but Akwasa Chang, I believe, equalized for Harbour View. So that is Vair United 1. Yes, Kevon Atkinson getting, I think he's scoring 2 games in a row now. Scored in the 42nd minute, but Colorado Murray equalized for Harbour View in the 57th minute. That game ended 1-1. And Mount Pleasant got back to winning ways. Livingston had taken the lead from Moulins in the 14th minute, but then Mount Pleasant went 3-1 up. They got goals from Bradford, from Bailey, who just returned from national call-up, and the former Moulins player, Nicholas Nelson. But then Peter McGregor got one in the 41st minute. So at the break, it was 3-2. But in the second half, Mount Pleasant returned with 3 unanswered goals. Shaquille Bradford, Suleiman Kala continues to score this season. He scored for the national team. And Alex Marshall, finding some form, got the last one. So it ended Mount Pleasant 6 and Moulins 2. And you must know that I think they were like 6. Remember, there are 3 Mount Pleasant Jamaican players. They have 9 players at the Under-17 World Cup from their academy. Right now, split across Haiti, Barbados, Cayman Islands, and Jamaica. St. Lucia as well. 9 players, right? And they had like 6 players today in their Premier League team from their academy, and they also have their academy playing in the Tier 2 competition. So kudos to kudos to the right there to the Mount Pleasant Academy. Right, the games. I said it yesterday, Mikey Ballin. Let me give you the dates for the game for Jamaica. I think it's the 23rd of February. I believe they are playing, but I will get it for you. One Mr. Simon Preston, if you're listening, know that you can chime in. You can come and give us some update. All right, the Reggae Girl squad. So the announcement of the squad will be tomorrow, right? Yes. Oh, well, it has been moved. So the announcement of the squad will be on the 17th, which is on Monday. All right. So Monday, the squad for the two friendlies will be announced. And so the games are going to be, let me get the games for you because Mikey wants to know. Said it yesterday, but we understand he may not have been watching. So let's get that for Mikey Ballin to tell him when the games will be. So the games will be on the 23rd of February, which is next week, really. When you look at it, on the 26th of February, and they'll be playing against Peru. All right. So that is what is coming up for the Jamaica team. Yeah, Mount Pleasant. Yeah, I think that is in the pipeline because I'm going to discuss something where USL is I'm going to read an article about USL, which I can see a flood of Jamaica playing in this whole setup right now, and USL clubs who are posturing themselves for what is about to happen in the United States of America will begin to look at the Jamaican marketplace of players. So we are going to get into that, Robert. But before we do, make sure you hit that like button, people. Make sure you subscribe. Make sure you share. Yesterday, would have seen, for those of you who did not see it, the Jamaica team, the under 17, they defeated the Cayman Islands by 10-1. And in the second game, I told people that the St. Lucia team is not easy. They are not a walkover. And they had an unfortunate own goal. And then there was a second goal by El Salvador, who won that game by 2-0. What that means is that Jamaica owns the tiebreaker on two ways. One, so all we need is a draw. And by a draw, we would have won the tiebreaker two ways. One, we'd have a better goal average. And even if El Salvador scored 3 and we ended up still drawing against them, we'd still have gone through because we would have scored more goals than El Salvador. So the goal concession, once it was tied, Jamaica, Jamaica would have gone through because Jamaica would have scored more goals than they would have to win by 4 goals to really own the tiebreaker. So on Saturday when Jamaica plays, Jamaica just need a draw. But given what I saw of the El Salvador team, they were they were way more uncomfortable against St. Lucia than Jamaica was. Because when we watched Jamaica against St. Lucia, we felt like we could have won that game easily by 6-1. Easily. There were at least 3 open opportunities. We did not see the El Salvador team creating those kinds of opening against St. Lucia. And I am telling you, people, we have not yet seen the best of this under 17 team. I still believe we have not yet seen Kai McLean's best game. We have not yet seen Cadriano Marsh best game. We have not seen Seymour Reed's best game. We have not seen Owen Jump best game. We have not seen Raekwon best game. We have not seen Dario Simit best game. We have not seen Zinedine McLean best game. I think this team has a Giovanni Taylor. This team has a lot more to offer. And if they get it right against El Salvador, I know that they will defeat El Salvador. They will defeat El Salvador. I believe that this team is good enough to defeat El Salvador if they just get it together for this final game. Now, no, El Salvador started their strongest game, their team. In fact, because they had to work so hard for the victory, one of their top players got injured, the number 7. And so I think the advantage that Jamaica has is that the coaching staff was able to rest at 5 starters. Jamaica made like 5 changes to its starting 11 for the second game. 5 players came in. Nolan didn't start, and he started, right? Brown didn't start, he started. Zinedine McLean didn't start, he started. Earl didn't start, he started. So Jamaica made several changes. So we need to look at that. We need to look at that. And again, what does this point out? Proper selection over time. You will still miss talent. You will still miss talent. But because you have had such an extended period of time, almost 2 years, you're able to fine-tune stuff. Fine-tune stuff, right? And then you had a lot of preparation time, lot of tournaments, and these players have been spending a lot of time. So kudos to, again, who you're supposed to really give kudos to? The entire technical staff, right? There's an ambassador in Omar McFarlane. There's a parent liaison officer in Kerry James. All the other staff around the team manager, Kishana, I think her name is, right? All the parents, the mothers and the fathers and the aunts and the uncles, the brothers who were involved in this from the very first camp. People would have taken their own resources to kind of prepare their sons for this. The people who help with people getting their Jamaican documentation. We don't reach the ultimate yet, but we have to say thank you because this is a big time process right here, right? Remember as well, as you heard from the man yesterday, aka TikTok, as you heard from him yesterday, is that the other part of the competition where they will select the champion will take place in May. So in May, when all the clubs are out and team academies are on break, the top 8 teams will be split into groups to play for the championship, which means you qualify for the World Cup and you come back in May to win the championship. So you can have more time to look at players and fine tune. And so that is good stuff going on right there. All right. Yep. I saw this team play Mount Vernon, New York, and this is a way better team than a team that came to New York. Okay, yeah. All right, big up yourself. Rob says, Mannies, I told Jason Gunnar last night that I'm going to humble myself and cross my fingers after the under-20 versus Dominica hurt, and I understand that. And you cannot, people in football, nothing is sure. The players have to go out there. They can't take the foot off the gas, right? When we speak, we are not speaking prophetically because things can change. But if the team plays up to its expectation, then we will win. A key thing for this team to understand is that you will have a Central America official in a game against a Central American team. Look out, Jamaica. These men will give you a red card for looking at them. There is and people do not want to admit it, that the Central American people have an issue with Caribbean nations. Last night, St. Lucia should have been given a penalty. Clear. The commentator said it. They gave a penalty against Jamaica for no absolute reason at all. All right, so let us not lose focus. Don't pay attention to the referee, but ensure that we play discipline throughout this game because these are Central Americans have an issue with Caribbean nations. From my experience, most times I've seen officials from Central America officiating games with Caribbean teams. There are always some very suspicious calls. Look at it. Begin to pay attention to it. All right? But, yes. Jamaica, let me just show you this, people. I'm going to show you this and then we're going to discuss it, right? Yeah. Where is it? I hope this is it. All right. Are you seeing this? Let's see if we can do it in portions. So we can. All right. So this is what you're seeing on screen right now is a CONCACAF draw for the, let me remove this here. People, make sure you're hitting the like button. You know, this is some good stuff right here. I am telling you. So, as you can see on screen is the draw or the playoff games for the Gold Cup So this is where teams will play each other to qualify. It is a preliminary stage. So you know that the teams that are in the Nations League semifinals have automatically quarterfinals. So those 8 teams have automatically qualified. All right. So 8 more teams from here are playing to qualify. Belize will play against Costa Rica. St. Vincent and the Grenadines will play against Jamaica at the Arnasville Sporting Complex in Kingstown, St. Vincent. This is a cricket stadium that the game will be played. All right. That is the first leg. This will be on Friday, the 21st of March, 2025. It's a 7 p.m. kickoff, which means in the Eastern Caribbean, right? When it is 7 there, it is 6 in Jamaica. Good, sir? Good, sir? That is the first leg. So the first leg is the away leg, March 21st at the Arnasville Sporting Complex at 6 p.m. Jamaican time. It's a Friday game, all right? So the team will play, and then I suspect on the Saturday, the team will fly back to Jamaica, all right, to play the second leg of the tie. Other ties would include Bermuda versus Honduras, Guyana versus Guatemala, Cuba goes up against Trinidad and Tobago, Suriname goes up against Martinique, Guadeloupe goes up against Nicaragua. All right, now the second legs, right? So you can see the seeded teams or the higher seeded teams all get the second leg at home. So what that means is Costa Rica will host Belize. Jamaica will host St. Vincent at Sabina Park at 7 p.m. Now people are asking, why is the game being played at Sabina Park, right? That is the 25th. So we play the 21st away, travel back to Jamaica on the Saturday. The Sunday is the 23rd. The Monday is the 24th. And the Tuesday is the 25th. Payday, as they would say. As you know, that is the beginning of champs. That day is the day that champs begins. Champs will be held in the National Stadium. All right? In the National Stadium. All right? What that means is that you cannot have champs in the National Stadium and have the game in the National Stadium. People, make sense? Champs, that's the only Mondo track with all the other things to host such a large number of people where champs can be held. Champs money to get the stadium. Probably them have a long term, every 10 years over between a certain window, they have it booked out. So it could not have been played at the National Stadium. Understandable. All right. So it will be played. It will be played at Sabina Park, home of cricket. Rob Smith, let me just say this. As from my information, the Jamaica Football Federation and Champs both booked the stadium. In fact, the JFF actually booked the stadium before Champs. But JFF would have booked it for the, like they had said, close out the month of March for us, because they didn't get the date until recently. When they got the date and they went back to tie down the date, Champs had their dates. So Champs got it. And they were trying, Mr. Wellington, I know, he was trying to work out something, but with all the sponsorship stuff inside the stadium, it would be difficult to take out all of that, play the game, and then put them back in. So, yeah. I agree with different Jay. There needs to be some thing. All right, Nitro, Montego Bay is not passed. The only friendlies can pick right now. Montego Bay is not passed. The only two stadiums that are passed in Jamaica. You remember, even in the CONCACAF Club Championship, no games were played in Montego Bay. The only two stadiums that are passed in terms of lighting, because remember, light is very important. You have to have a certain amount of lumens to be passed by CONCACAF to host games. Right now, the only two venues in Jamaica that have adequate lighting to host games are Sabina Park and the National Stadium. Now, Javari Laban has a good thing. I know that the JFF, through their general manager and the general secretary, they were trying to switch the game around, where the home game is played in Jamaica and the away game first, and then the away game would have been played in St. Vincent. But CONCACAF said no, everything has to stay according to schedule because of all TV rights. Not only that, it would also have been difficult. You can understand, because remember, the preparation for Champs has already started in the National Stadium. So it is not just about the field people. It's also about the lighting and the how many persons can hold, because Sabina Park holds way more people than Mobay. It has better lighting than Mobay. It has better facilities than Mobay. It could not be played in Trinidad and Tobago, Nitro, because Trinidad and Tobago plays a game. It cannot be played outside of the Caribbean because it's a Caribbean team you're playing, according to CONCACAF rules. So you can't play it. It could not be played in Florida, which are options that the JFF are trying to explore. Play it in Florida, play it in Fort Lauderdale. But the only way that would work is if you're playing one of the North American teams. If you're playing a Caribbean team, the game has to stay in the Caribbean. Understand? But why are we worried about Sabina Park? The team trained at Sabina Park in the last window. And said it was good for training. Led them to a victory as well in the game that they played. Come on, people. 34 likes. Yeah. So those are some of the stuff. All right. However, the one concern I have, people tell me what is the concern. If you're a sports person, you should know the concern. If you are involved in sport, you should know what is going on. You should know what is going on. Come on, somebody, tell me. The last time we trained and played at Sabina Park Top 10, we won the game. We also trained it, but the last time we trained and played at Sabina Park, we won the game, sir. All right. Why didn't they fast track the upgrade? Remember the Mobe, a couple of things with Mobe. One is that Mobe also holds less people than Sabina. That's one. Number two, remember now, Mobe has just signed a lease with private investors, not the government, but private investors. The lease was just done this year. So you'd be saying to those people to do all of that work in a month's time. I think that is too much to ask the people. All right. The one thing with Sabina Park, I think 2 weeks before the game, 2 weeks before the game, there's a cricket game. Listen, the last time Jamaica trained and played a game at Sabina Park, they won, boss. What are you telling me, Jabbar Loba? Jamaica played the national team play at Sabina Park and win game. What is wrong with your people, man? Before no try find argument, we're gonna go and check this thing. The last time Jamaica trained and played a match with its national team at Sabina Park, they won the game. What is wrong with you? Why not want to find? Come on, man. Make we just have a good discussion, man. Me soon finish it. Me have 29 minutes left. Let me just done and go on here, sir. Let me just move on. Because I don't like when I'm telling the people. Didn't Jamaica play at Sabina Park? Yes, thank you, Top 10. We played against Antigua. We trained there. We played against Antigua and we won the game. So I'm going to tell me, say Jamaica lose. Thank you, Top 10. You know, I have to listen sometimes before we speak, no, man. Show no, man. Just joke. Because we can become a Javari lover. We are get along. You man just a man. No, not me that, man. Oh, you never hear me properly, man. All right. All right. Javari, don't bother go ball like buddies, buddy. Understand me. Give me a all right. All right. The girls' team has played at Sabina Park, and they have won. Right? Cavaliers played at Sabina Park. They have won. So maybe there's a good omen at Sabina Park for national teams. I don't think our male or female team have lost a game at Sabina Park. Top 10, Sabina Park lighting passes the grade, boss. Sabina Park lighting passes the grade. Not only that, isn't Sabina Park a more like fan-friendly environment? Anthony Roberts. People, we have a Vincent in the building. We have a Vincent in the building. Name Anthony Roberts. Anthony Roberts will come in for 3 points. What DW say? What you tell D? Okay. Hold on there. Oh, Anthony Roberts I tell DW. Let me see. DW, what you preaching? Let me see what kind of sermon. Has the surface at Catherine Hall improved? I don't think Catherine Hall surface is better than Sabina Park surface. Yeah, but the but the truth is, we're going to St. Vincent to play on a cricket pitch. Arnottsville is a cricket pitch. So what we should say is that in Jamaica we shouldn't, because when we go to St. Vincent, that is what we'll be playing on. Yeah. Big up Melshire Walker. Indeed. I love that, Melshire. Thank you. Yeah. But you can call in people and give me your thoughts. But people, the team will also have to go to St. Vincent, and play on the Arnottsville field, which is a cricket pitch. So either way you take it. No, man. All right, so people, let me say with you, I do not believe that this is the best environment. Andre, behind the scenes, before the game, Andre always talk about environment. So I think we need to, and I keep on saying that we need to make some separation. Either the government will set up a next stadium that is track and field only, leave the national stadium for football, or let the national stadium stay for track and field, and build out a facility for football right now. Or they need to give the private investors some money to pump into the catering hall, remove the track from around it, and make it out into a bigger stadium in terms of move the track and put down more stands, fix the field, fix the lighting. Yes, and because we cannot continue to have this, our players should always play on the best surfaces. Everywhere. The thing is that, like, smaller islands really probably don't have any choice, because St. Vincent and St. Lucia, a lot of these other islands, they don't have the resources or the amount of football to really build out stadiums or stadiums, however you want to say it. So at some point, you probably still are going to play on some poor surfaces. No, remember I said it before. So the game cannot be played outside of the region of the team that you are going up against. So Jamaica could not move the game outside of the Caribbean. They can play in other places in the Caribbean, but they are playing against a Caribbean team, so they cannot go outside of the Caribbean. This is a good one. Yeah, man, the entire stands will be open up at Sabina Park. Christopher. Manage, what you think? Jamaica get more support from I guess away compared to when they're at home. It depends, because recently the games in the stadium have really had good support. I don't think like the amount of people sometimes who support. There have been games where I feel like the support overseas, that game in Toronto, a couple of games in the USA that I've been to, I feel like more people turned up at those games, because when the team not playing well, in Jamaica, people don't turn up. But I think people like One Umbrella and Kyle Wallace and all of those guys, the fan clubs, what they have been doing, they have been generating a lot of interest. YouTube as well. You understand me? I think the YouTubers have really helped in promoting the game. So I think the days of poor support locally with the national team is gone. Whenever we have our best players, you will always see good support. It may not be a packed stadium, depending on who you're playing. But I think like Sabina Park, I would not be surprised in the week of champs, where many people are already coming for champs. I would not be surprised if Sabina Park is not sold out. I don't know the price of the tickets yet, so I guess the JFF will will come out with that. Yeah, no, but Drew, it does make sense. It is unfair for you to be taking your opponent out of the territory that they were designated to play. Yeah. So, like I said, my concern is like exactly 2 weeks before the game. Right? There will be a cricket game 2 weeks exactly before the game. A cricket game will end at Sabina Park. So I hope Mr. Largy and the staff, the groundsmen at Sabina Park can, kind of deal with it. Because the truth is, though, when there's no cricket at Sabina for a long time and the game is played, you don't see the effects of the cricket pitch. If you go back to like the CONCACAF Club Championship, there are times that when you look, you can hardly see the pitch, Because remember, the pitch is not in how they do the field for the international game. The pitch is not in the center of the field. It's more to one part of the field. Right? There you go, top 10. Because some of the people don't think. What if the team, you're bringing the people to USA now and they don't get visa and the team can't travel? Right? What about that? What about that, Drew? Imagine Jamaica say we're going to play the game in England and FIFA say, yeah, bring it to CONCACAF say, yes, bring it to England. And nobody from St. Vincent can travel to England. Do they forfeit the game? You have to play it in the territory that they are playing. Big point that top 10. Beat Drew Fortis, man. Them KC, man, I love going like they want to take on the Cubans, them. Beat him. Beat him. Top 10. Drew Fortis, yeah. Trim go KC going like he know things, you know. Big up my brethren, Drew. Yeah, imagine we're playing Cuba and we say, well, we can't play in Jamaica because of champs. Let's bring Cuba to the USA. You can't do that, man. Hey, yo, top 10, how you get so smart? Look like, top 10 gets so smart. You know that this is a good, I wonder. I wonder if this could work. I wonder if there is a way that there can be some artificial, like in the States, they have that, you have grass and you have like artificial turf. I wonder if if they could do some sort of artificial grass, if the pitch is like overly projecting, to put there and roll it off so it just becomes smooth. But Drew, then I must qualify. Drew, you always sinking yourself, Drew. Leave the argument here alone. Listen to this, man. Listen to this, man. I'm telling you, so many times, we take on some arguments that don't make any sense. Look at this now. Look at this. You're playing football. All players should have all documents. Even people from England sometimes don't have the requisite documentation to travel all across. Come on, man. Who said artificial? Of course, artificial is allowed. Artificial is allowed, boss. A lot of the surfaces in the States that Gold Cup and Copa America play on is artificial surfaces along with grass. Come on, Anthony Roberts. Do better than that. Are you related to Jason Roberts? There you go, Nitro. We played Haiti in Trinidad. Where is Haiti? In the Caribbean. Where is Trinidad and Tobago? In the Caribbean. So another point that me I make. There you go. Nicaragua is artificial. There you go. Aruba, Turks and Caicos. I mean, Barbados have artificial. Come on, there's a lot of them. Who's saying that FIFA don't allow artificial turf? Gunners boss, where you get that? So what they play in Nicaragua? What did Jamaica play in Nicaragua when we went to Nicaragua? What did Jamaica play the game yesterday on? What is in Suriname? So what did Jamaica play on yesterday? Jamaica played yesterday in Guatemala. What was the game played on? Go do your research. Relax yourself and call in. All right? No. People, I want to read this for you. I want to read this for you. And then I need somebody to call in and let me know. This is when I need TikTok, because, well, TikTok not going to call in. You understand me? All the people who are affair with MLS and USL, this is your time. Listen to this now. Listen to this. This is breaking news, Say you heard it, and I am sure sports. Say you heard it, and I am sure sports. All right? USL, this came out at 2:45 today. First time you're hearing this. I'm telling you. USL announces intention to start a new league at the same tier as MLS. Let me read that again. USL announces intention to start new league at the same tier as MLS. All right, let me read. This is interesting. The doors are about to open. Watch this. The United Soccer League, USL, the organization that administrates most of the lower division leagues in the United States, will announce on Thursday that it intends to add a new league to its prolific one that is sanctioned as Division 1, the same level as MLS. The as yet unnamed league, which USL says it intends to launch in 2027. Because remember now, this is 2025. World Cup is 2026. So, interesting. It says it intends to launch in 2027. Would give the organization a circuit at each level of the men's US soccer system, along with the Division 2 USL Championship, Division 3 USL League 1, the Semi-Pro USL League 2, and the USL Youth Leagues. It will also seemingly open up a direct line of competition between the organization and the MLS, years after the two ended their strategic partnership that saw many MLS reserve teams playing in the USL League. You hear what is happening? Speaking to The Guardian, though, USL President and Chief Soccer Officer Paul McDonough insisted that the league incoming creation is purely for its own ambition. No man. Look, Loban, I understand what you say. Me and you agree on that the players them supposed to get the best surfaces to play, man. Right? He says, I don't think of it as a threat to MLS, he said. I think we're just going to go and do our business. Where's the DW? Hold on. Put up the comment and one say this sound like Trump negotiated tactics. That don't make no sense. Where is the fun? Hold on. When you talk about DW, listen to argument DW. Listen, with roots in the Wild West of the late 80s, American soccer, the USL has undergone numerous shifts in identity and strategy. For the last 25 years, though, it has mostly administrated lower division leagues. On the men's side, it comprises 38 professional teams in the USL Championship and League One, with a further 128 semi-pro or amateur teams playing regionally in League Two. Clubs in these leagues operate differently from MLS clubs in that they are independent, which McDonough says enables them to have drastically different business modules depending on their location and ambition. Some clubs like Orange County Soccer Club focus on player development. Others like Louisville City aim to give fans as professional and experienced as possible. Last year marked a major milestone with the USL Championship final, watch this, being broadcast on CBS and drawing a league record viewership of 431,000 people. Hold on, gets sweeter. Among the main reasons cited by McDonough for starting a new D1 competition is USL's belief that the United States is big enough geographically to sustain more professional teams. Europe, he pointed out, contains over 400 professional division men's one team in an area comparable in size to the United States, which only has the 30 served by MLS. So this is a big point he's making. Right now, there are only 30, right, professional teams. There are obvious differences there. Europe 400 top flight teams play in separate countries. League systems and the population of the continent is more than double that of the United States. However, he says, McDowell is focused more on how such a saturation of pro teams create a soccer culture and would grow the game in the United States. This is about us, and it's about us building a higher tier because we want to be in certain communities, he said. Why can't it be in middle America and smaller communities? Why can't Division 1 teams be there and be successful? The other reasons for the new league is internal. The USL has ambition to complete a unified league structure that covers nearly every level of American pro and semi-pro soccer. This too would bring the league in line with national European circuit, but with another key difference. McDowell says there are no immediate plans to institute a system of promotion and regulation in the USL portfolio, which should be a first in the modern USA history. So one of the things they want to do in that time, if he has this, is that now in 2027, there would be a league separate from MLS that has a relegation and promotion. Because how MLS is, you will hear, it is it's like the NBA. You really don't get any more new franchises. It's the same teams in the same market, and many other cities are locked out. That's a big deal. What he's saying, that why can't you have 4 or 5 teams in a city like London? And this is a big point, big move. Hold on. We have always stated our ambition to get there, but it's a little bit more complicated in this ecosystem, he said. If the opportunity, which is relegation and promotion, arises for us to do it, then we will do it. Ask whether D1 status would open the possibility of USL team competing in CONCACAF Club Championship. McDowell says, I hope so. I don't want us to be excluded from any opportunities if it is good for the club and they can grow to help grow the game in the country. This won't be the USL first go at starting a league that shares D1 status. Last year saw the launch of the women's USL Super League that shares D1 status with the National Women's Soccer League. but differentiates itself in part by playing a fall to spring schedule like most European leagues. A USL spokesperson said the organization has no current plan to switch its men's competition to a fall to spring schedule. Yeah, but how often you get those? And remember, one of the things that MLS said recently, that they're looking to cap it at the 30, you know. They really don't have a lot of plans to really expand it beyond 30. Come on, DW. There is something good in this. Let's go on, DW. Listen some more. The composition of the new league is still up in the air. Current USL teams owners were only informed of plans for the new competition on Wednesday night, with a public statement is set to be released on Thursday morning. The USL expects certain existing teams, especially those in the championship, to make the step up, but will also soon be in conversation with multiple potential new owners. People, this is opening the doors for players from Jamaica to be playing there. I'm telling you. According to the United States Soccer Federation D1 standard, those owners must meet certain financial criteria. A principal owner with at least 35% stake in the team, whose net worth is at least 40 million, and or a group owner whose combined net worth is at least 70 million. Every MLS owner easily passes this threshold. In fact, what you could see, for example, is a Mount Pleasant buying one of these, you know, and then the Mount Pleasant in Jamaica become a feeder club. Hey, yo, may I tell you? Listen, people. It says every MLS owner easily passes this threshold, with several having net worth in the tens of billions. However, the chance for new investors to snap up MLS teams may be dwindling. Listen, DW, as 2 decades of rapid expansion comes to a close, the league boasts 30 teams and has not firmly committed to adding any more. You understand that? So what he's saying is that at this point, the MLS is like, it has plateaued. They don't really plan on adding any more teams. Right? An entry into the new USL D1 league is also likely to be significantly cheaper than the 500 million paid by most recent MLS entrant, San Diego. So the last team that got in was San Diego, and they had to pay 500 million. These guys are saying, listen, we can offer you the same thing, and you don't have to pay nowhere close to that. Among many other requirements, USS standard dictate that the USL new league must have at least 12 teams to begin play in D1 and must expand to at least 14 by year 3 of its existence. So there you go, 14 new teams. Right? These teams will need to come from across the country, with at least 75% of them serving metro areas of at least 1 million people. In addition, every team in the league must play in a stadium that seats at least 15,000 people. A big deal this. McDowell said the league made the USSF aware of its plans and got a receptive response. I think USS Soccer is in a mode right now where they want soccer to grow in this country, and I think if we execute it well, they don't have a problem with it, he said. No, we have to go out and we have to implement it. US Soccer told The Guardian in a statement that we welcome innovation and growth to the landscape of American soccer, and we look forward to learning more. It don't sound like them opposed to it. Talk to me now, DW. There's no partnership going on. DW and Drew. Two want to go KC, you know. That's why, you know. Now try to challenge me, you know. To them, I'm afraid I know KC, man, you know. Ain't no partnership going on. They have been trying to partner with MLS for a long time. It is not happening. It's not happening. MLS, you think MLS go make a man buy the franchise for $500 million and then relegate him? That's not happening. Come on, man. Top striker says, Miami FC plays in FIU Stadium is barely have quarter of the capacity there on game day. All right. This one says, Mannings, they said, Joy Desert. I said Joy Desert was called to the team for a Guatemala friendly man. The coach, remember he came under Hal Grimson coaching. He says the quality is not there yet. Yeah. I think this is a big thing, people. I think it's a big thing. Good move to me. Think it's a good move. Something that I'd love to see materialize, because I think it will be beneficial to many Jamaicans. The financials don't work. No, man, there are people who are not billionaires but are millionaires, and I think they would buy franchises or plug teams into it. I think so. I think this is a good thing. We have several players now, in the U17 and the U20 who are in America playing. And a lot of them would probably transition into this. Yeah, what are you talking about, Javar? No, man. Like, my opinion, no, Javar. I don't think he's back up to the head, man. No, man. We have players who are... There's so many players in the team that are way ahead of him, in my opinion. So, but you have your opinion. I don't know what you have seen. You have to tell me what you have seen. All right. Simon says this will be the first time since March 2018 that we'll play at Sabina Park. All right. So when did we play Antigua, Simon? Let's see if we can bring on Simon to tell us some more. Don't know, he's a very busy fellow, Hey, yo. Jesus, I don't know what is. I wonder if Simon busy, sir. Simon, come tell us what's going on with the girl game. Tell us what's going on with U17. Tell us what's going on with the game at Sabina Park. If you have the time, 5 minutes and then we'll close the show. No, remember. Oh, it was I thought it was 2019. So what you saying? Remember, there was a time, there was a time when the MLS clubs had like USL teams, have the team playing in the USL. They don't do that anymore. They play MLS next. Oh, this is the game I'm talking about. Tonight, yeah. So where was this game played? Wasn't this what this wasn't played at? Oh, it was in Mobile. Okay. All right, boss. If Simon no says so, it no gossa. No, I mean. Aye. So if Simon says so, I saw it go. Let me give you some JFL score. Oh, Cavaliers. Look like Cavaliers has equalized late in this one. In time added on, Cavaliers have equalized through Shaquille Stein. So the final score is Cavaliers 1, Mobile United 0. Just one game left in the round, which is Arnett Garden versus Waterhouse. For the Sunday games, you will see Racing playing Portmore, Mullines and Cavaliers, Dumbeholden FC versus Waterhouse FC. Chapperton Maroons will go up against Veer and Harborview, and Arnett Garners will play. Those are the games for Sunday. Which one are the score? Cavaliers 1, Mobile United 1. That score? Mount Pleasant 6. What are you talking about? Mobile United 1, Cavaliers 1. That's the final score. All right, Simon can't come on, people. So I'm giving all the information from Cavaliers to. And remember, there's an early bird ticket for the Cavaliers game, you know. There's an early bird ticket for the Cavaliers game. So if you wait until it is clear that it is messy, you may not be able to afford a ticket. So I would say buy the early bird ticket and get it cheap and get it now. Get it cheap and get it now. Yes. Get it cheap and get it now. Like to get this video to 100 likes. We're somewhere here in the 60s, so if you can keep hitting that like button. Yeah. But let me give you, Mount Pleasant continues to lead the JPL. Yes. I think they have the most updated. Yeah, so they are 55 points. So that means now they are 10 points ahead of their closest rival. When I told people that Mount Pleasant were going to score 100 goals this season, you know, people never believe me, you know. They did not believe me that Mount Pleasant were going to score 100 goals this season. I'm telling you. There are 55 goals. And this round is not finished yet. And they have a next round to come, plus the playoffs. I'm telling you, Mount Pleasant will score 100 goals at the end of this season. Mark my word. Yeah? Mark my word. How did the kid? Calvin. I think Calvin did well. Yeah, Simon says Saudi Arabia will be an invited team at the Gold Cup this summer. I think this summer Gold Cup will be played in the USA, Mexico, and Canada as well. Who replacing? Oh, you know that for what? For what? DW. Who replacing them for what? Cephas is back at his club playing, you know. What are they talking about? What are they talking about, DW? Cephas back playing, you know. What are they talking about? For World Cup qualifiers is in June. So you know that Cephas. I don't know. Remember, we don't. Cephas, no, man. Cephas back playing, man. Up, lab. Yeah, man. This me agree with. I think one of the stadiums we really need to look at is the Trelawney Stadium. The Trelawney Stadium, I think it is like, and I've said it before, I think the Jamaica Football Federation needs to approach the government and take a 100-year lease on the Trelawney Stadium and let it be their next center of excellence, but let it be grass. Let the state build it out to 15,000 in terms of capacity, proper lighting, and you have an ideal pitch down there. Parking and stuff around it is good. Ideal. I agree with. Hey, up lab. Me I tell you, man. Simon, I send you the link, the people them or you can call in and give the people them. You just a drop base thing and the people them ask questions. You're not answering, Simon Preston. And I can't answer. Trelawney is real country. Nah, man. From when you leave Kingston, from Caymanas to Draxall is around 45 minutes. And from right there to where the stadium is around hour. Yeah, Trelawney is owned by the government. It's the government who owns Trelawney, man. Most of the major stadiums in the country is owned by the government. We don't have any major privately owned stadium in Jamaica. Tell me one. We don't have any privately owned. Unless you're talking about like the Jamaica College Stadium and local stadium there and KC. But you look at them, Jared Park, Catherine Hall, Sabina Park, National Stadium, Stadium East, all of those things, government owned. We have 9 minutes to go. Before we wrap this one up. But very good show. Again, Jamaica plays on Saturday. Yeah, I like Catherine Hall, but I think Trelawney is also a good option. I think the JFF should look at that. I like what Mount Pleasant is also doing up by Mount Pleasant. I think when they have completed their work, then everything will be. Track Diamond, I keep on. Track Diamond, there are some people from Mannings that need to get in touch with you, how we going to do that? How we going to do that? They need to get in touch with you. I told you, that. So Track Diamond, good night. I'm so sorry because I told them I met an ex-Mannings student from out of England. She's a female and she's Track Diamond, so she must have been involved in track and field. So the people from the 89 and 88, while Gilbert here, those people were saying we need her to get involved in the track and field. And I say, yeah, man, she sound like she's in your age group. But we never know, say you leave Mannings all after me. You're making me, yeah. See it? And next Mannings person here, Track Diamond, 1738. No, they paused the work at Draxall. They paused the work at Draxall so that they can focus on setting up at their place. Track Diamond, my apologies. Please forgive me. I feel horrible. I feel horrible. I will go back to them and make amends and say, no, Track Diamond is a youngster. She's a young lady. She probably don't even do sports. I am so sorry. Danny Beckford. Big up yourself, Danny Beckford. Yeah, I wonder. Let's see. You know that my understanding is that the work at the National Stadium was supposed to begin in March this year, right? Isn't that what the Ministry of Sports The Ministry of Sport said that work at the National Stadium will begin in March of 2025. It is not possible. Well, let me not say that. Maybe they can do work. They can probably start doing work on like the bathrooms and stuff. I don't know. But it's supposed to begin in 2025, as far as I know. But will it begin in 2025? I will say no. But we shall see. But Track Diamond, if you want to be a part of the track and field stuff at Mannings, let me know. And yeah. Big up Peso, baller car new friend. Where them going over them are rolling to them. Link up a Trillani and them link up Peso team are going to people. Baller car turn big coach. All of the people them on YouTube turn big coach. I hear that Unseen is a big coach. Meeks is a big coach. And Peso is a big coach too. All right, we have a call and then we're going to close it. Smart Choice, welcome to the show. This one, Miguel.
What's up? Yes, sir.
Well, I tell you, say, me not to talk to you, Miguel. Man, a long time I not talk to them. Miguel, we shall just end the show.
Busy.
Hey,
Busy man. But guess what? I used to get some WhatsApp notification because YouTube don't send me a notification. I'm used to get a WhatsApp notification then, man. I'm gonna see a send a number.
All right. We'll work on that. Maybe I true me without doing a show
not
still.
very reliable. Okay. No, I see a live, and then I realize I get notification because YouTube very unreliable, apparently with that. But Mannings, you hear me?
Yeah, man, I'm listening.
I watch the youth them play, especially the squad that play the against Trinidad. And my thing is this, the observer thing, and we're not football professional or anything, just a regular fan. But one of the biggest challenges I see, from my humble opinion, is the man them like the off the ball movement, brethren. It don't seem to be there. Like sometimes the man them hide from the ball. So somebody have the ball, you don't have. To me, when I watch other matches, you have a man will run for basically not necessarily to get the ball, but to pull away another man. You understand me? Like a diversion. Yeah? And another man I run to create an opening or avenue to receive the ball. That seems to be one of the biggest challenges we have. And that is from both the A team, well, if you want to call it the B team, or the main squad versus the substitute squad. But I don't know if you will see that, brethren.
Well, let me say it this way. The shots, the camera angles for the game, because it wasn't, let me say it this way, they weren't the normal broadcasting where you had multiple cameras from multiple angles. So the truth is, what you are saying, you probably would not be able to see, given that. While it may be true, but you may not have been able to see a lot of that because of just how the camera angle was. And it was just like one camera. You didn't have multiple cameras.
Yeah, but so given that then, but let me speak from the assumption perspective. You who are normally at the match, you can tell me for sure if that is something that you observe or not, or you can dispel it, or you can basically agree.
No, well, what I would say is that I saw lots of movements. I see, like when Demar Phillips, lots of movement. Gadiel Irwin. I saw a movement. Daniel Green in the first game. He even changed sides and stuff. The game was Sule Makala moving from out of central midfield. That ball was played over to him and he slotted it home. That was movement. But I do understand what we can say is that the type of movement that we're accustomed to seeing, even with the other players, we didn't see it. So there is some truth to what you're saying. But you understand me? There are levels to the players as well. Because some of the other players that we have play at a higher level, so you would see way more movement, off the ball movement from them, because they play at a higher level than these players who are just some of them, this is the first time some of them are putting on national colors.
Okay. And and accepted. Another thing that I was thinking about to manage is when people talk about like Jamaica not having a football identity. And I could be wrong, but I was thinking like years gone by, right? You used to have a lot of community feels. You understand me? People used to go out on Sunday evenings, and it used to be like every day you used to see the guys that go out and play football. I don't know if it's where I'm from, but especially my main community where I'm from, I called for the football field, brother. You understand me? So me thinks that like when that community grassroots football is missing, you understand me? So it's only what they're depending on is natural talent. I think if you had like that grassroots football, would eventually develop some sort of something that is more favorable to our athleticism and something. You understand me? And then the coaches that would work on whatever talent, grassroots talent, identity we have and bring it forward and work on it. But I think that grassroots thing is missing from multiple parishes. It's not because of crime, it's because of underdeveloped field or just because you them lose interest in the sport and focus on other things, choppings and them someday. But I think that part need for as government need to focus a lot on bringing back that grassroots football.
Yeah. I think the federation is working on that. Like I said, that because grassroots football is an instrumental part of the development of the game. So can't argue with that.
It is because when you check it out, brethren, all of that we used to see some good football play, like in the evenings. People used to dress up. I mean, modern times though, people have a lot more things distracting them. But at the same time, the youth them used to make it a point of duty, and from there they develop. You understand me? And by playing as a
Yeah.
practice make perfect. You
Yeah,
understand me?
but some
But
people argue with you though, because there's a next side to it. They will argue with you to say that the players now are tactically and technically better. You may have had some better talents back in that time, but when you look at the players now, people tell you that the players now are better coached than the players in the past. They have better surfaces than the players in the past. And that is why you can have players leaving, a Kaim Dixon leaving and going straight into Charlton. Really, you can have like Kaim Paris at a young age going overseas, and Ronaldo Biggs and Peter McGregor. And people look at Ronaldo Cephas and stuff because they will look at you and say, yeah, they would say that.
um,
So there's kind of two
uh,
ways to look at it.
right, and two things can be true at the same time, though,
There you
Mannings.
go.
And
There you go.
right. So I think even if with the better coaching and stuff, if you had that grassroots consistency, and you merge that now with the coaching, I think
Yeah.
you get a better product. And I think in terms of going overseas and stuff, yes, but I think globalization also contribute to that. You understand? The world technically has become a smaller space since the advent of internet and all these things. So people are able, scouts are better able to do their job without necessarily physically leaving from one location to the other. So I think all of that would contribute to the movements of players, on an easier basis. But I just, that me the one still, man, and appreciate it, man. I try to catch a show more often again.
Yeah, man. All right then.
Send out your text them, brethren.
All right, cool. We'll definitely do that. Yeah, man. All right. We have a next call and then we're going to close. Donald Johnson. First thing, Donald, for you to say that the team, that there are 20 odd players, for you to say that the players can't control, it was poor. They cannot control the ball. I cannot have no other discussion with you, man. If you're going to look at me and tell me that when you watch the games that we played, none of the players out there can control the ball, you and I can have a conversation, sir. What conversation I'm going to have with you? Because you have gone to an extreme that I can't even have a proper conversation. Anybody can miscontrol a ball. I've watched Salah miscontrol ball. I've seen Messi miscontrol ball. I've seen Ronaldo miscontrol on multiple times in one game. Mbappe, when he went to Real Madrid, you wonder if he could even play football. So let us, while we can be critical of particular things, let us not get extreme. I find it that like we are Jamaica is like that. It's either they calm or them livid. It's like somebody make a mistake, they are the worst in the world. So all of a sudden, none of the 20 players who play can control football. Donald Johnson, how we gonna talk about that? Give me the players from the players that you saw. Give me the names of the players who cannot control. Give me Donald Johnson. Give me. You watch the game. So you tell me all who can control the ball. I'm very sure that Sulay McCullough can control. Tyreek McGee can control the ball. Joshua Anglin can control the ball. See Daniel Green taking ball out of the air and thing. Shaniel Thompson flicking and control the ball all different ways and shape and form and thing. Come on, man. When you say the control was poor, who are you speaking of? So you guys look at 2 players or 3 players having. Here's one to change again. So here's that. Who was talking about making any team? The man said that the players, let me go back to Donald John. This is the one thing. Let me go back because I'm having one conversation. The only conversation I'm having right now, I'm not talking about making team. I'm not talking about going to World Cup. I'm not talking about getting called to Premier League team. I am talking about this statement. It was poor. He makes a general statement saying that the players cannot control the ball. That is what I'm talking about. That statement is erroneous. A player miscontrolling a football does not mean he cannot control balls. For us to say that, because if we are saying the 28 best players in the league in Jamaica cannot control, what we are saying is that nobody in Jamaica can control, because if you can't control football, then you can't play football. So what we are really saying at the core of it is that across Jamaica, there's no one person who can play football. It is incorrect. So we need to make sure that when we are making statements that we are not generalizing, but we speak to specific things. So we can say that we saw some miscontrols. The players were miscontrolling the ball. We saw that, and it affected the game for some of them. But there were players who made brilliant controls. Go ahead, Gunners, boss.
Yeah, man. They are here, you know. Management. Track, me say, Travis that type something in the comment section about the field or something at the National Stadium, is some renovation or something like that.
Yes, I thought it was supposed to be done in March, but the man says that according to the government, they're going to start the redevelopment work of the National Stadium in the month of August, in the summer. So that's after the World Cup qualifiers and things.
Is it true that it is Michael Johnson and them, because Michael Johnson have some meet in the States and they want to put a part of it, they want to extend it to Jamaica, that they are the one doing the stadium? But because that's what I heard. Isn't that before the
meet? When is the meet? Isn't the meet before the summer?
I don't know when it's the meet, yeah, but somebody just called my phone today and tell me that.
I think the meet, but I don't know. I think the meet is before the renovation date, though, based on what the man has said. Because isn't that meet before August? I think the Michael Johnson meet is before August. Somebody can just clarify with me.
So if Michael Johnson meet is before August, that means Michael Johnson most likely is not really the one putting up the money for the refurbishment.
No, the government, before the Michael Johnson meet, the government did allocate money to do it.
Okay.
Yeah. The Ministry of Sports, Bobsy Grange, did come out and say that there's going to be money to do it.
Oh, okay.
But they're going to do it in stages.
Okay. Me just throw that me ear. So because when me why should it be Michael Johnson doing this? Why we not have the USL Bolt St. Leo track meet in Jamaica and him could contribute some money toward the development of the stadium and everything. I'll just leave that right there. So I'm not going to say nothing more about Mr. Bolt, the legend. You know, but that's what I think they should do. Yeah, man, you're supposed to have your meet and I extend it, you know. In a career region and worldwide.
Didn't Usain Bolt say that? Didn't Usain Bolt say he's not investing in Jamaica, given what happened to him?
No, but you can't invest wrong and make wrong investment with the wrong people, and then you blame it. Say you're not gonna do that.
Of course. So if you lost so much money, would you want to invest again?
Me not invest in a fancy scheme, brother.
But
me lose in a fancy scheme that no me do not do legit investment.
So who said that the man invest in fancy scheme? Where you get that from?
Them the thing, they no pyramid scheme, them they run, man. Just them they no better, no different for all in and the other one them they run and take for people money, man. After them me no think them FDIC or whatever the company name insured where
wouldn't it make sense that you go fix up the stadium at Trelawney? Or you go fix up William Neal Memorial High School?
Or the one of them called the white elephant where my friend show me one time and show me. I mean, I say, yes, that is where Usain Bolt supposed to buy with him money if it is far sale or lease if it's far lease.
Okay, I see what you mean.
Deal with it over there, so. Yeah, deal with him thing over there, so you can put all kind of things over there.
But isn't it safer for him to keep him money overseas?
Yeah, that's what I say. Put your money which part. If you're gonna do that, then you're not gonna do that to you, you know. It's gonna bring you some benefit. But this and say as a Jamaican, it's just like how Shaquille O'Neal born in New Jersey and Newark. He go play football all over America and he come back and he build up a court and build up him area in New Jersey and if I think that for the youth them we are come up to take them off of the street and them things.
Yeah, but them discourage Usain Bolt from doing that right now.
No, Usain Bolt should not. If Usain Bolt listen to this or I listen to anything I say, you should not make those people who did not want you in the first place until you have money discourage you from help out people who was there and who you know say you can identify with before you become a millionaire and a big star.
Right. Two things. One, TikTok says Michael Johnson tour in Jamaica. It is April 4th to 5th. So that is before the renovation. Let me ask you, how can if Usain Bolt took his millions and upgrade the Trelawney multi-purpose stadium, how would he make back his money?
You know, Trelawney, which one of them? That's the stadium. You have one of those stadiums that's somewhere outside of Montego Bay, right? Right
yes,
outside of Montego Bay.
That is Trelawney.
Okay, well that is the stadium. Did you the right one?
Listen. What did I ask you?
I'm gonna answer the question if you allow me to. So if you want me to listen, repeat what you say, I make me listen.
No, man. I'm going to listen to you. You said that you're going to answer the question, so go ahead.
There is, if you're going to build a multi-purpose, you're going to get this, you're going to build a multi-purpose complex here for sport, entertainment, for people to rent. It's like you're going to build Bobolt's World in a Jamaica, like how Jerry Jones still Jerry's World, don't Texas. You get me? So that is your place where you have.
I am asking
people from all over the world can come and know say, yes, and the name say this is the great Usain Bolt complex.
So listen to me.
Well, man. So maybe don't know. We can bring the NCAA come have a few meets here during that season. We can bring some basketball. A lot of things can go on down there. And if it's up to date and build enough housing and them things around it and shopping, you never know. You might can bid to a one NFL game every other, even one preseason game every now and again. It's all the other ways to make money. And Mr. Bolt, I do it, and me and you, when nobody don't know enough. And the God of Jamaica sports and world track and field, I do it, Come on, man, you can't doubt everything. No, you can't rebut when me just.
All right.
They keep quiet.
So he has a brand called Tracks and Records that it can open many branches, and that alone can make him a lot of money. All right. So,
Yep.
So all Bolt has to do is sell his name or invest his name over the stadium. He doesn't have to put any money in it, but they put it and say the Usain Bolt Stadium, and somebody else does the work and spend the money. Usain Bolt makes money. He doesn't need to take the money he has to do anything like that. That's too much risk.
And then
That's too much risk. Just put a name.
You don't have to use your money, you know. You have foundation and you have sponsors, and this man go to Puma and go to him sponsors them and say, this is what I would have liked to do to the youth, them down at Jamaica over there.
But I am saying that the man don't have no desire to do that, given what just happened to him. Him say it. Him have no desire for the
I hear what you said, but don't you hear me? I am pleading passionately to Mr. Bolt, if you have anything to do, help the youth them where you see a falling at the wayside.
Gunners boss. Gunners boss. Gunners boss.
Man, here we a man do the boy. A man come over from here, and that man paint the Jamaica youth them with a broad brush. The whole of them are scam, and I do this, and I do that, and I do nothing else. That's what a man say, no.
Where?
But therefore, help some of them to do other different things.
Where him say
right
that?
Here, right here.
Well, how many say that?
Not the caller. Whatever the caller was talking about, he said the youth them now play the put them into scamming and bad.
No man. The man talked about growing up and with the fields that people used to play on. He said they have cows. You can't misrepresent the man, someone. He said they have cows. He said some of us.
Didn't he say something about scamming? He used the word scam at some time about the youth them management.
So
am I lying?
He gave different things that is happening, and he lists one of them as to why youths are not playing football. Because some of them, yes, but he never paintbrush everybody as a scammer in Jamaica. He didn't do that, Gunners boss.
Listen, the amount of youth where they are Jamaica is not even 1% of the youth them where they are Jamaica at shop. So that should even be in a conversation when we are talking about sports. Yeah. I agree, but back in ideas when we are playing football.
Right, but hold on, Gunners boss. You have to give me a little chance.
Go ahead.
Usain Bolt has invested in building call centers because he have two. It's not like he has not done. So the man is good.
You know that.
All right.
I know that.
So let's say, Gunners boss. Let's use a hypothetical situation where you are concerned. So you are in the States and you're working. All right. You have a brother in Jamaica, your blood brother. His name is Travis. Right. His surname, same mother no have. He's Peso, but you are Sterling. You have the same mother. You work hard in the cold, in the winter, you're up from 9 to 5, and then you take a break, and then you go to a next work from 12 to 4, so you can get to the 9 to 5. So you're doing 2 jobs. You send all your money out here, and then when you reach Jamaica now, because you might build a house here, and you must send a picture. When you reach Jamaica now, and you say, boy, you reach an airport, him pick you up, and you say, take me to the house. Him bring you, and him show you, just be a grass, and thing, and you know, see no structure and thing. All right, you would get upset. All right, would you go back and start working again to send more money to someone to build a house for you?
No.
Why?
And then I'm not gonna say no, because you know what happened. Travis pop me foot, but maybe somebody else better than Travis today. This time now me I gotta do it. I gotta do it more serious. This time now me I gotta manage my money different. Me I gotta trust Travis to send me money.
So why should you send more trust people to deal with your money?
Then you have to, everybody have to trust somebody to deal with their money, brother. Me just know say UCN. Me no want to go for UCN goals in too long. UCL goals should run with them people when them come from Canada and take away money. And scam him. That's all me I gotta say. Them scam in general, but I say to you, great youth like you who they never want to see reach or you reach. I would just help some more youth, you know, so some more youth can come laugh for them in a society. And the society people, them will say them big and heavy, you know, and brown and nice and pretty and drive some pretty car, and them take your money, you know. So I want of them there. But man.
You know that the complexion of people have nothing to do with dishonesty, though.
No, man, I mean brown in a complexion. I mean brown in their heart and them smell. And them beard and smell good every day. And when when both them and the man them that try to get house in and them thing there. And the people them will live in a them place where they that try to fight out, bolt out, you know. Most of them the people they know. And them alone them have, you know, they mash up everything where they do, you know, everything where they try to do, they mash it up and mash up their money. That's why they end up at thief people money. Pick up yourself, Mr. Bentley or Bolt. Now God bless you. You will get back that and many more, although you can't get back for your last. Them not have the ambition and the drive and the talent for you.
Well, the new thing is that the monies did not get even. Some of the money did not get to the investment company. So say for example, the money was sent to whomever the third party was. That person got the money but didn't bring it to the company that it was being invested in. So that is why now the company can't really give him back because the company didn't get the money. So whomever was in between, so it's crazy. But I hope, you know, there'll be some justice.
There might be some justice, there might be none, because if the person who you give the money to will never put it in that thing, I must somebody who you know and trust. So as you know, have to know, say, I don't say it work no more.
So
you understand me?
All right, let me answer DW. DW, what I'm saying, the money that got into the company, the government need to help you send Bolt to reclaim that money, boss. Either by selling all the assets owned by the company or the people who own the company. The government need to ensure that all their assets are sold so Bolt can get back in money. If they have land, if they have car, if they have houses, seize all of their assets, sell them.
Yeah, man, you have to do them.
Yes.
You have to do them like how them do Bernie made up, man. Not even
everything, every jewelry, from wedding watch, wedding ring, all of those things.
Shirt, them sell everything and put him wife on a thing with them say, listen me. We are gonna put you on a trust where you can spend $1,000 a month.
If he buy stuff for mother and father and for cousin, anything the names are on, you sell it. Anything at all. Once their name are on any asset, it is sold. Every savings they have must be emptied and the money be given back to the people. Not just Bolt, you know, but every person.
Everything.
Yes. That's what I believe.
If them end up on the street, you see the same thing happen with America's mayor the other day. Him stand at the people them and all these things about election fraud and them thing. I see the court take away everything where him have all him house and him New York Yankees ring them and him luxury Mercedes Benz and all these things. You see them take away everything from him and his man, you don't know what it look like to the people them sorry for him and settle with him after a while. But I just and the people money him taking, I just defame some people, you know, a cloud chase and I do some foolishness, you know. So if you take a man money, but I don't think that you did not give the money to the government supposed to have anything to do with giving you back your money. Yes, law enforcement supposed to involve now and seize the asset and sell the asset and make you get your money back. But the government can't take up taxpayer money and go pay you back, brother.
Yeah.
And I respect one more thing I go say before I go talking about giving back money government. I respect Vibes Cartel to one thing, him come out and him know say if him sue the government out of everybody in Jamaica, poor people pound and flour and come out and so him say, oh, me can't go make millions more, make them live. You understand? Because that's how it go. Yeah, you know, when some people run up and say, yeah, sue the government, sue the this. When you sue the government, you sue everybody in Jamaica who pay taxes, but a few pound a flour, it go go up and a few big killer oil, it go up and a few half a stick of butter, I go get shorter and smaller. So other people have to understand when it comes to the government thing. The government not taking money out of their pocket, pay nobody for nothing. Honest man, good show, you know. Good show you had today, you know.
So who is the king of dance? Who is the king of dancehall?
The king of dancehall. Me? I want king of dancehall, man. King Yellow Man. Hey, the other day, me I look for a Yellow Man resume, you know, brother. Not just in catalog, you know. Yellow Man are the first Jamaican beat dancehall artist to sign to a major record label, international label. First, to do the first dancehall artist in all of the things them when people are talking about the dancehall. I want King Yellow Man. Everybody else want to talk about the whole thing. And him give himself that, and the people them give him that, and I'm struggles bring him to that level. So I come name on yourself king. No, I want King Yellow Man and the world say King Yellow Man. Nobody else. That's my talk for that. You ask me the question, I'm give you it. Nobody will ever surpass what King Yellow Man done, and him open the door and set the trend where dancehall is concerned. And that's why the people them call him King Yellow Man. Nobody can take that prior, Mr. Yellow Man. Yeah, bar. So now you can call the show and talk some sports over here. I mean, we watch the NFL and them things and give it some following or some subscription to, because I one thing of dancehall.
All right, gonna.
Who is your king of dancehall?
One king. I one king me have, man. One king.
We're not do that, man. We're not going to do that, man. We're not going to do that. We never ask you who is the king of your life and your king of creation. You know, tell me I
just see one king me have.
Who is your king?
I want
king. I want king and a King Yellow Man.
What kind of one?
Just let the man.
One king Yellow Man. What Zungo Zang mean?
Zongo.
No, me never ask you this thing. Me ask you what it mean.
Whatever you want to make it means anything you want to make it at the time.
All right, good as boss. We have Tigat and I need to wrap up, so we need to hear from him. So bless up yourself. Thanks to the callers here.
All right. Yeah, man. Bless up.
Yeah, man. All right, that was Gunners boss. Tigat from Spurs down the middle. Welcome to the show, sir.
Welcome, sir. Welcome. Me can't say welcome on your show. Thank you for having me. I know you miss me, man. Thank you for having me, sir.
You're most welcome, sir. De nada. Yeah, man. So what brings you to what brings you to this part of the world, sir?
Yeah, a long time in a blitz, you know, somebody got busy and stuff like that, you know. And
really?
Yeah, all the shows now and then, you know. So every time they catch you, you know, I really catch up on whatever.
So what's going on? What do you want to share with the people? Because
what you want, I'm not listening to the conversation, you know, and everything. It was so interesting. Okay. Like that, you know?
So what you want to give your input on? I mean, what are your thoughts on the game, the friendlies against Trinidad and the under-17? Give us your thoughts.
Oh, yeah. I heard somebody was talking and you were having a discussion. Yeah, that's the reason why I'm asked. They were having a discussion to the man can't control. Is the one look about the play over to the man and the man using him belly? The one look about, you know.
See, what you said it's still on the screen. Come on, man, it was poor. They cannot control the ball.
What do you mean they cannot control the ball?
That is my issue, Tigat. Because a couple of players made poor control, we're going to say none of the players. How we get to that? But
one player, me say, them play over the ball too, and him use him belly, him hand, him foot, and him knee, everything, and go down. You understand? I don't know. You know, sometimes I don't know whatever.
There was a ball play to Warner Brown in Montego Bay. The pitch was so he figured that the ball was going to on the pitch. So he So he was kind of putting his body behind the ball because
it was in the one that I'm talking about, the one that I saw was at Arnett.
Yeah, and Kimani Auburn had a couple of poor touches as well. So,
right. It was Auburn, yeah.
That happens to everybody in football.
It happened to a lot of footballers. But what I can say, man, and this is my opinion, maybe you can beat me. I see that some of these players not really ready for the call. You understand? The national call. Some of these players are not.
But Tigat, there is no way that any coach would think like all the players would have been ready. So obviously, we know that not all the players would be up, but that don't mean they should not have been given an opportunity.
Yes, and I'm glad for the opportunity.
You probably find one, you probably find two, you probably find 3 or 4. And even if you don't find any, it was a good showcase.
It was a good showcase.
Always go back. Because you could say to a player, for example, listen, you really have some potential, but here is where you're lacking. Go and work on that over the next 6 months, and then we will see again. That is also good.
Yes, true. Definitely. That is true. But the 2 game, I'm glad the 2 game play. I'm glad the people them see what we have out there. You understand? And then we can make a decision and then move forward. You understand? But that's just basically it. You know?
Do you think like anyone you think like this person by their performance is, I think like if anyone would have had a chance to move on. Yeah.
Well,
This one, yeah.
it just the natural standout, you know, the king, you understand, the goalkeepers, yeah, them they really miss a beat, you understand. So that was it. The guy that scored the McCullough can have we can have a one eye per McCullough. You understand? We can have a one eye per McCullough. And there's this guy. I'm not familiar with all the JP, but there's this guy that dribble. I see him make a good dribble from the back, come straight up. You understand? It wasn't angling. It was a different player. He make a nice good dribble from the back.
Tigat.
Angling?
Tigat. I don't know who
Yeah, I know you're not going to know, but because I tell you at the time, you know, this is the only player that really caught my eye. You understand? You're more familiar with the you know. Yeah, man, he make a nice little dribble. Yeah, man, he make a nice good move from the back, come straight up. You understand? I mean, that's a good move, man.
Which one of the games?
I think the Arnett game.
You have to show which other game you got.
Well, I know the Arnett game, man. I the one to play Arnett.
In the game against Arnett, there's a player.
Not against Arnett. The game that played at Arnett.
The game that was played at Arnett, there was a player who dribbled from the.
Yes, you know Daniel Green. See the brother I talk about it, man. Daniel Green. Somebody.
Daniel Green dribbled from the back.
Yeah, from the back. He dribbled from the. No, from the midfield area, man. He make a good look in the midfield area. He was a little bit in his half in the semicircle, you know, and then he make a look like nice to move. Not really from the 18-yard back. No way around that side the Mannings, man. You understand? He was a little above, you know, the semicircle.
You got me not trust that you watch.
You don't trust me?
I don't trust that you watch a game, T. Did you watch both games, T? You got?
Yes, man. I watch both games. I have a two nice watch along on both games.
On both games.
Yeah, both games. Two nice.
You did a watch along on both games?
Yes, on both games.
And Daniel Green.
This person said Daniel Green. I said I'm not familiarized. No, the person said Daniel Green. He said he must be talking Daniel. As I said before, man, my state teacher and tell you say me not familiarized with all of these local players.
You did a watch along, T. That which would have been.
So I'm ever doing watch along.
That mean you had the name.
The list. I don't have the list, and I don't know if I tell you which player. I just remember by hand. I never that take down my notes and this player. One of the management. One of the man. I never that take down the notes, man. As you know, you do it, man. I write down the numbers up like that, man. Me just tell you that look a player that stand out to me, man. That look a player that stand out to me and King, you know, you understand that. And McCullough. And the goalkeeper them.
We have a call on the line. All I'm saying
beat the caller.
You cannot have a player that stand out to you and you don't even know the player name.
Well, that's yeah. He said me to come on. He said me to come on prepare me to have it. I said, yo, you know, whatever. But you're right.
All right. We have New York City so nice they name it twice. Diego Gilby.
Kingston.
Yeah.
The city so nice they name it twice. Why, you know, so we just come in, I do some work. I was tune in on the original management show. And guess what happened now? Me see a man of it. I was at the game. The great thing got a car and big enough, you know.
Yes.
Management, you hear that? You hear management? You meet the great Diego person. You hear that, management? You hear that? You meet the great Diego in person.
Hey,
Sit
Diego,
beside me. Sit beside me.
Couple of things. Diego, you're live online, you hear? We just always want to make
sure. We realize the thing, because you see, when you already a person, the fan is number, you still have it. So I have to make sure now from now on. Yeah, man, respect.
Yeah. So you're live. All right. So how did you see Tiga? Because he's a little short fella, you're big and tall, Diego. So you see.
No, man. When I was doing everything with short, the one that Tiga's all right. And everybody go 6 foot like you with a 1 inch man. No, man. Tiga to me, the great man, and I tell you what, I'm very impressed.
Yeah, man.
and everything.
But he was just...
Know,
Yeah, go
I
ahead.
just want to know. Live in New York. That's what we want to confirm.
I didn't hear the question.
Is he does he reside in Jamaica or New York? I never get
No,
that.
man, he's in New York, man. He's in New York.
Oh, he's a New York man.
Yeah.
Okay, I just want to confirm.
T got him and ask him if you're from New York, if you're living in New York. So
Oh yeah, man. Yes, there you go, man. I'm a New York man. Yes, man. I'm New York. Now with that talk to somebody, man, and put the
you must see the Mount Vernon there, no?
No, Long Island.
Long Island, yeah, Long Island.
Record the back, I'm not shouting. Record, I'm not shouting.
The big Long Island man.
Yeah. See, I need to link him up there and him play ball at Jamaica too, you know. He used to play for Stony Hill in a D2.
So hold on now. So how come we don't know him? If I know David don't know him,
no, well, him never really that good. Stony Hill, Master Stony Hill on them side there. They really had a
Stop beat up the team, stop beat up the community, man.
And then when I think he went to Dunoon and he never really get no game.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Not if he never been a class match team, you know. The class
man
team.
Can't beat up Stony Hill, man. Team can't beat Stony Hill, man. And they said the movers and shakers live up the hills of St. Andrew, man. He's a Kingstonian, so we know the hills of St. Andrew going in.
Yeah, man.
You start climbing the hill, you're one of those.
Yes, man. I'm one of those.
You're one of those. To talk to Tiga, you have to climb the hill.
Yes, man. That is true.
So, did you watch the games against Trinidad, Diego?
I'm going to tell you now, in and out. So I'm going to watch the game fully. Okay, you know, so I was there with AQ to the great reggae boy fan too. You know what? We watches us in and out. But we mainly came to see Tyreek McGee. So we get to see McGee mainly because we don't know say this team is not really a team and most of the players are going to be an impact to the World Cup campaign. So two man really went to see management, which was Richard King, hoping they would give them a chance at the CDM position so we can see him. And then McGee to see if he has improved from when I see him in Orlando from Kappa Whitmore was coaching the team, which is a long time ago. So I expected him to develop, you know?
Yeah. So what were your impressions of the persons you went to see from what you saw? McGee and King.
All right. Well, King no never get a chance because they never put him where I was hoping the coach would say, listen.
You wanted to see King play CDM. I see what you mean.
There you go. So me figure, nothing like a coach and a manager, you know. All right. We see the position, even though we bring in Isaac here, we have Latimer there, you know, we need reinforcement there just in case because you go into a campaign. So Richard King looked like a candidate to me, seeing him for the Reggae Boys.
So what about Jason Anglin?
Jason Anglin? I didn't see Jason Anglin.
Okay. Okay, but
I don't watch Jamaica Premier League, you know.
Oh, okay. Continue the analysis. Continue, yeah.
Yeah, man. So I don't get a chance to see them in Premier League. So I only get a chance in games like these when they're up to King. So when I saw King now for the Reggae Boys, when he came in the few minutes, he said, hold on, this man have the composure, him have the pass, him have the lateral movement, you know, I see him have the height. And I'm saying, if he is good at heading the ball and certain things, let's try him there. So I didn't get a chance to see him there. So King now, that was a disappointment for me because the need of that CDM, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, fair enough. What about McGee now?
Oh, McGee. I just can't. You know when you see a footballer from you see the development from Jay coming up, and when I saw him at high school, he was the most talented footballer at high school at the time. I said, wait, you have the technical skills already. There's no question about technical skills. There's none better than him in the Jamaica squad when it comes to the ball at his feet. Him now to develop more physicality, more hunger, more energy, because you at this level and you need to have it. It's psychological or what, or it's too late. But I saw him as one for the future when USL and and would have developed his physicality and his hunger. I know I saw him. He has the ability to score goals in a man's man. But to be a goal scorer, you have to hungry. You have to hungry to be a goal scorer.
So you think you saw that from the glimpses of him in these two friendlies? Like based on what
I'm seeing the same thing. I'm seeing the same thing I saw when Papa Win was the coach.
Okay.
He can give you magic. Yeah, so I didn't see that development side of it. That energy, that pace, that involved. He's like he doesn't track back. You know, like things that you can see is bad habits that I thought you would have lost it now because his technical skills are immaculate.
Okay. All right. He got. So Diego said that he wanted to see King in CDM and he wanted to see Maggie. You said you saw Daniel Green, but it wasn't Daniel Green that made that dribble do it. It was Kyle Ming who made the dribble.
Hello?
Yeah, man, I hear you, but I'm not hearing you, Tigat.
Yeah, man. Yeah, that's it. Thank you for the correction. I expect more.
Tigat.
Go ahead.
Tigat, you have a flaw, Tigat. You have to focus, you know. You can't do 100 things one time, no matter how great it is. So you have to focus. So you're doing 10,000 things at the same time. But go ahead.
You're right. All right. So yeah, Maggie, I expect to see more from me, Maggie, to stamp his authority more in the game. You understand? He didn't stamp this authority like what I want, like I expect a Maggie to do. You understand? They didn't do that. But Maggie has quality. Do has quality, but he never stamp it the way I wanted him to stamp it, take hold of the game. But overall, it is what it is. As I say, we give them a chance. You understand? And just let's move on now and just try to get the best team for March, for the upcoming game in March. You understand? I think it's the 21st and the 25th.
Yes, sir. Yeah. So we're playing St. Vincent and the Grenadines in St. Vincent and the Grenadines on the 21st, and then we play them back in Jamaica on the 25th at Sabina Park.
Right.
So people coming for champs, you'll get to watch Jamaica play at Sabina Park, and you'll also be able to see champs. That's it. So the first day of champs is when Jamaica plays at Sabina Park. So really good vacation for the diaspora champs lovers and football lovers. 2 for 1. People like AQ and Bam will be happy for that. And the Bailey, yeah.
Oh yeah, well, definitely when it comes to that. Say I'm not the number one tracker. Well, I told you that. I'm more a team sport, man. I'm not really. I'm surprised that as a man from Calabar, track and field is way down on my list as favorite sport.
Well, it will be a
Everybody
good chance
always
to come
surprised.
to because Calabar winning champs this year. So it will be a good one to come to. Yeah, man.
Whoa. But as you said that note, okay, now I can ask you a couple of questions.
You know that the KC man are going to attack me, but me just attack the truth.
No, man. Yes, KC, say, and everybody can't cheer for KC, everybody can't cheer for KC. And if the fact is the fact, sometimes KC don't win every year. KC don't win every year.
There you go, sir. Yeah.
Calabar, we can always come in that way.
Yeah,
but the question now for you, man, football question now, where you can help me now. With the JFF, first of all, boy, let me just say I'm hoping the best for, my guy who played Freddie Butler and battle them for the great work they're doing, and just hope they carry home the bacon on Saturday, boy.
I have to mention, every time you mention the under-17, I have to also tell people that there are many other persons like Paul Young, Leon Garden, Boris Johnson, Richard Shartman Edwards, Roger Thomas, all of these people and many others at different points. I can't remember all it, but a lot of them, like in the early stages, they volunteer their time to this process as well. So I have to give some of them some shout out because I know some of them. I know Shartman, Boris, so I have to shout out some of those names as well. Paul Young, all of these guys, like I said, were part of the early camps. Yeah, man.
The Woodmerian legend, and you can't leave out Richard Edwards. You're talking about Shartman Edwards, but talking about CDM, one of the best CDM that played in New York, Fowler. We can call them names, man. Good. That's good thing you do because people don't get credit behind the scenes,
Yeah.
If you notice, because you follow American sport, when they win the Super Bowl or the national championship, like our Philadelphia, they start even they even give the water boy. They compliment everybody,
Yeah. Because
They
there's a black lady
compliment
who
everybody
works,
that the
I think
people
she's
don't
one
get
of
to
the
see because
physical.
they realize.
Yeah. There's a African American lady who was one of the physical trainer at Philadelphia. That they highlighted her because she got you saw her holding the trophy as well because she was part of the background team. Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah. But
So
you
this
said you
thing,
had a
so
question
let's
for
just
me.
hope now.
So let's just go
Yeah,
to the
man. We just hope they
question.
can bring the bacon.
Yeah, you have
Yeah.
a question for me, and
No.
then we're going to close out the show. So
Yeah,
go ahead.
man. Yeah, man. So maybe you can explain why and the logic. So all I do is ask the question, and I don't mind getting the logics. No, I was wondering, I was thinking that me and a couple of friends were saying, with the March window coming up now, with the big boys available, we were thinking that maybe they could have negotiated the JFF to go to some in Saudi Arabia and get some funds from a monetary standpoint. But you have to explain to me now if it would have been feasible. The two matches, the FIFA dates.
But
I was
Jamaica,
hoping they would get to play a team like in
no,
Saudi
but
Arabia.
Jamaica have Gold Cup qualifiers in the window.
No, that's June.
No, we have Gold Cup qualifiers in March.
What?
Yeah, I just said it. We're playing St. Vincent away, and we're playing them in Jamaica to qualify for the group stages of the Gold Cup. Because remember, we don't qualify for that because we were knocked out of Nations League by the USA.
Oh, yes. We got knocked out of the Nation League. So we have to go back to that different group now below and qualify in March. Okay.
Yes.
That answers the question. Because you were saying, well, we're looking forward to maybe they're going to Saudi Arabia and put some money in the kitty and then playing some of these teams over there with, they got money like water over there. You know what's going on with the Saudi League and these things over there.
Yeah. But we have official games. We have official games in March.
Official Nation League qualifiers.
Yes. Not Nations League, Gold Cup. The preliminary stage of the Gold Cup. Yes.
Yeah. Because we were thinking about June. That we start playing Gold Cup in June.
No,
but
thanks
for the information.
June is World Cup qualifiers, and right after that, we would go to the Gold Cup.
There you go.
Yeah.
So we were just thinking our ranking now would have put us there, but now thanks for that information. So it makes sense now why you wouldn't do that.
Yeah, man. Yeah,
man. So T-Got, you don't know, New Yorker, you don't know Long Island, man.
Yeah, man, definitely, man. Definitely.
All right, thanks for the call. Been a minute, So, yeah, man. Appreciate
it. Say no more.
Yeah, man.
Okay, cool.
All right. So T-Got, Simon just said, so we play World Cup qualifiers the 7th and the 10th, and then right after that we go to the Gold Cup on the 14th.
Right.
That's when it begins and it ends on the 6th of July. Earlier than normal.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wow. Yeah. So Wolper football ahead. You understand? Wolper football. Wolper can make it to some of these the Gold Cup games. Yeah, definitely make it to some of these Gold Cup games. But
AM Henry, good to see you. Been a while. And just gave some important. She just gave some important information. She said that the investment of Usain Bolt, most of it didn't even get to Jamaica. It was sent to some offshore account in St. Lucia. And that is where the problem would have been. So really and truly, there is limited stuff that the Jamaican government can do to really get back some of that money. Yeah. So that's good. So but yeah, T-Got, go ahead.
Yeah, I was just saying, yeah, Wolper nice footballer at Wolper can get to see the games, some of the Gold Cup games. Hopefully that the Jamaica can make it through to the final and the semi-final and final. You understand? It'll be good. So I was asking you for the upcoming games. You understand? For the upcoming games, the preliminary Gold Cup. You think we should feel the strongest team out there that we have?
Every time you play, you must play your strongest team. It's a window.
It's a window, definitely.
As long as the players are available, you use the strongest team.
It's a FIFA date, so the people bar from injury.
You may have, because Mikel Antonio have long-term injury,
right.
Shane Bernard, so you have players who I know Cephas is coming back as well. KC Palmer coming back from injury.
I think he was on the bench today. I think his team played.
Yeah, man, he's back training and stuff.
Right.
Also, Ethan Pinnock has been out for a very long time. So depending on how those players are. I know Damian Lowe got a little back injury, and before that he was ill. So it just depends. Once players are fit, though, then all coaches, I believe, always select the strongest team that they have. No questions about it.
Definitely.
There's no easy game anymore, no.
Definitely. All right. So can I do a short little advertisement?
For what though? Me have to know
For the game.
For which game?
For the game coming up in March. The Reggae Boys game coming up in March.
Where is it being played?
In St. Vincent, and the one that played in the World Cup preliminary.
What date is it playing in St. Vincent?
It's playing on the 21st in St. Vincent.
What time?
At 8 o'clock.
Oh, what is the name of the field it's playing?
Yo, you had to throw some curveball for me. All right. So the people who cannot afford to buy a ticket and go to Jamaica and watch a game on the 25th at Sabina, we'll be doing a watch along at the Bellyful restaurant. You understand?
Oh.
Yeah. So we'll be doing a watch along at the Bellyful restaurant. So
when I say we who? Sports on the middle?
The reggae boys and girl supporters club along with Sports Down the Middle. Yeah, we'll be doing a watch along at the Bellyful restaurant. You understand? 2102 Utica Avenue, Brooklyn. So if you can't fly down, you understand, to watch a game, please stop by at the Bellyful restaurant. And we having a lot of fun. You understand?
So what will it entertain? So is it free to enter?
It is free to enter. All you have to do is just buy something to drink. You understand? And just make some noise. It's free to enter. You understand? The food is delicious, so you can also bring some. If you didn't eat and you leave from work and come, you can just come with some money to purchase something. Anything, man. You can wear Reggae Boys color. Wear Reggae Boys color. And if you're cheering for St. Vincent, wear your St. Vincent colors also. You understand? So come down, you understand, at Utica Avenue, Brooklyn, at the Bellyful restaurant. We'll do a watch along. You understand? The Reggae Boys and Girls Supporters Club, Sports Down the Middle. We'll be having a wonderful time down there.
Who are the persons who will be working alongside Tigat on that day?
All right, so we'll be working with Issa Allen. You understand? He's the president of the Reggae Boys and Girls Supporters Club, and we're working with some other fellow. I'm not sure if Cranky Live will be there live. You understand? I am not sure as yet, but maybe he'll be at another spot. But yeah, those are the persons who will be working. Issa will be shooting his watch along. It's a link, but he will be shooting his watch along from Florida, trying to get everybody involved.
Oh, so there's a next watch along in Florida.
Yes.
Or he will just be streaming from Florida.
He'll be streaming from yes.
The man is saying that place is small.
Who's saying the place is small?
He said we need more than 30
people. Brooklyn too far.
We follow Jamaica football. That place is small, he says.
No, the place is okay. Yeah, it's not. Its place is okay. It's okay. It's not small. You understand? But when the place park, it looks small. You understand, man? The place is okay. You have an upstairs and a downstairs. You understand? But when the place park out, you're gonna say, "Yo, the place small." You understand? Okay. No venue can be at the.
One umbrella Sports Jamaica says, "Can one umbrella play a role?"
So, so just support the team in any way you can. You understand? Support the team in anywhere you can. You understand? You can support the team in any way you can. But The watch along will be full swing, you understand, at the Bellyful Restaurant. 2102 Utica Avenue.
One umbrella said, what kind of support you need?
No, what kind of support you need? Just support the team any way you can. Just support the team. Any way you can. Any way you can support the team, just support the team the way you can.
El Santos says it cannot hold no more than 30. Close knit. Right? 45 lot.
Yeah, bring on the 45. How much you want?
No, what he's saying is that if it is 45, it will be close knit, but the place can't hold more than 30 people.
I understand. I understand. I definitely
so
understand.
what will you do if you end up having more than 30 persons?
All right, so there. All right, depends on the weather, man. Depends on the weather.
It's still winter.
Yeah, it's it. I'm saying depends on the weather. Maybe the weather nice.
It's going to be winter.
You understand? Yeah, there's a nice little setting outside. You understand? Depends on the weather. You understand? Depends on the weather. So it's just there. No umbrella under this. So Kyle Wallace said no umbrella under this. Just we can't find a part. No umbrella under this restaurant. No umbrella.
One umbrella is very simple. You just host your watch along from a different city. You understand me? Yeah, you just host it from a different city, man. Get one of these.
Yeah. So many cities.
I can't do those things, you know. You understand me? Maybe you can do it with Unseen Sports, I don't know, or somebody else. Because the more the merrier, you know. If we can spread it all across the states and things, that is good. Building the support and love.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
So so there we have it. So thank you, management, for that. For that.
Yeah, man. Anytime, man.
Thank you so much. And people, if you have not yet subscribed to the Reggae Boys and Girls Supporters Club, please do so. You understand? Just get them a subscription.
See the people of our Reggae Boys Supporters Club.
Yeah.
You don't say Kyle subscribe, I don't know that you subscribe. You know when you tell man to subscribe to things and not subscribe to I Am Sure Sports. You know?
No, man, everybody subscribe to everybody, man. Everybody I lift up everybody, you know. Subscribe to I Am So Sure, subscribe to Sport DTM, subscribe to Reggae Boys and Girls Supporters Club, subscribe to Eddie Vision, subscribe, brother. Just give the people a subscription. You understand? Subscribe to them. Jason Guna TV, subscribe. You understand? Gonna subscribe. Just subscribe. You know, that's sometimes everybody has some content for them.
Yes, they must do.
Just subscribe. Hit that subscription button. Hit that subscribe button. You understand? Subscribe.
Oh, big up. Santini, big up the name. Oh, you mean? I wonder who this is because El Santos.
El Santos.
Yes, I'm changing up his name. Big up yourself, Santini. Yeah. All right, Tigat. So listen, as the time gets closer, come back and talk, man.
Umbrella told me you're doing.
Listen, man, Pastor. You see, me don't want to really get involved in that.
Are you started up in a rasta?
No.
You started rasta.
No, in the comment section. So me not
okay.
Really put up here.
All right, cool.
People, listen. You understand?
Come on, it's man. We have to talk about under 17. I don't really want to talk about them yet, man. It's man, because we don't want to jinx them. But the trajectory there, and it's really good. You understand? Yeah. It's really good. Just a point away, remind us of the 98 World Cup. You understand? Just a point away. They really want to jinx them. We don't want jinx to look at you at them. You understand? Hopefully, Saturday we can really shout. You understand? Shout for them. You understand? Yeah. But guys, you're really doing good. Big up yourself. We don't really want to talk about too much, but big up on yourself. You understand? Big up Ultimate Butler and the coaching staff. Big up yourself. Doing good. But management, you know what, management? I say I don't want to talk about it. But this, what, you know what? Me wait. We have a next show, we come on and me will tell you what me ever say. So let me just leave it. And I thought, I don't want to jinx it, but me just leave it. So next time we have a show, we'll talk about it. Just say, Tigers, we're not talk about that on the 13th. I will talk about it. Bless up, man. All right, cool.
Yeah, all right, blessings every time. All right, cool. Simon says, say what you're saying, boss. He said, talk.
Talk. All right. I'm saying the preparation that the under 17 been through. This is the preparation we want all the team the youth team go through. Don't pick up a team 2 months and 3 months before a competition. You understand? Have this long preparation, this 1 year, 2 year
and let me ask you this
preparation with the same team. You understand?
Let me
Go
ask you,
ahead.
how though would you propose for it to be funded? Given that
That is true.
a lot of
That
the
is true.
funding for this was by the parents themselves.
But and then let me see somebody have a count. I saw you have a title. That somebody they said something. Say people are paid for well, and that is so stupid. What is that? What kind of statement that you
well,
make?
no, it was CC, but he
Yeah,
said
I know.
he said he never said that.
Oh, him same them I said. Me see, but I said that is so stupid. Yeah, I understand that, man. But even if it gets some people that's involved, like in 98 when we get company to sponsor the reggae boys, get somebody to sponsor the youth.
Maybe
them.
know that they have qualified what they can, because remember with kids it's very hard to do that in a T-Gat.
Okay.
Remember you have to be careful when you do those things when it comes on to kids and money and stuff.
Okay.
So they're like
but it would be good if we have these some of these person, having these campaign, because this is what other country doing, and it look, you see, we need goals against Cayman, and they deliver the goals. You understand? Everybody say, oh, just take a win, but no, they didn't take a win. They get the goal, they get the advantage, and they put us in the spot that they only need a point.
The one thing I'll say is that what people need to know is that I believe we're going to qualify. So the World Cup is in November.
Mm-hmm.
So the qualifiers again is going to start in the February of the following year. So you go to the World Cup in November, you're back again. So that means that the preparation for the next group should start already.
Mm-hmm. Right.
Because from this month to the next qualifier is exactly 1 year.
Whoa.
So while this team is playing, there should be a next group.
Another said. How many out of this group management you think can play the next?
In terms of age,
in terms of age,
probably 5
can play back. Oh, that's low.
Because what you have to do is you also, because it's every year, you have to use the players who are closer to the age group because it will be there.
Yeah, I'd say see what they say.
Yeah,
but
so like even Nolan, Oscar Dawes, who is one of the additional player. Hayes, Bop, he's there as well. He can play. Nolan can play again as well. So that's 3 right off the bat there. I think the third goalkeeper can play again. Yeah.
Right. Yeah, so we need to get some continuity and just get some more young players in the team. But I like it. I do like it, and it definitely gonna bring a joy and a lot of football fans if they cross the line. You understand? A lot of football fans is gonna bring a joy. So bless up, man.
Jojo Lombardo as well. So they have some young ones, and that was here and thing they have been a part. I think Lulu, which is Andrew Louis' son, can play. Yeah.
No, which is good. All right, guys. Let's go.
All right,
bless up yourself. Thank you for having me again. You understand? Better yourself.
Man. Every time. Cool. All right. Blessings. All right. So that was T-Gat from Sports Down the Middle. Just go check them out. I'm going to end right now. I think Cranky Live has just started. I think he's doing some politics. So if you have time, just go over there and show some love and support. And to all the other vloggers who, content creators who may be doing content this evening. I want to thank you so much for all the support. Big up Kyle and Reggae Boys supporter and Girls Supporters Club. Big up One Umbrella as well. Jason Guna, people listen. You have to go watch Jason Guna tonight, EPL show. Ask him who is going to play forward. If he go buy Duckland. Ask him who will play forward. But check out Jason Guna tonight. What time Jason Guna? Because Arsenal have first game Saturday, so he has to do a show. Find out from him if it is Califiori or Declan Rice going to play center forward. Because Arsenal need a striker, then better buy Seymour Reid. People, there's one tomorrow. I'm going to beat Solji in the morning on my show. Because Solji come tell me madness about this player named Kenalda Brown. I think 14, who will be ready for the next World Cup next year, should be in the team. So, Soldier, tomorrow is your time. The parents, man. So remember, the federation only covers the tickets for the squad and thing, because a lot of this is FIFA funding. So all those other things are parents. Like I said that, listen, at the end of the day, the parents, because some of the parents, while one may be in the States, one is in Jamaica, so they have really been good support. I mean, from Kai McLean parents to even Cadriano Marsh father, so many of them. I mean, they have really, really, really stood behind their kids in all of this. Raekwon, Zinodine, I mean, these guys, they and their parents have really supported this in that way. So that's good to see and stuff. And remember, you can still contribute to it if you want, because remember, they still are accepting contributions. So if you want, tomorrow morning, I'm going to have someone. Yeah, not practice players. There are two additional players, Justin Hales and Oscar Dawes, the player from Tottenham. Those two players were brought as what they call like so if something happened, replacement players, because they didn't want one to be back in England, and they didn't want one and they didn't want the other one to be in Jamaica if anything happened. So they're a part of the contingency. And remember, the ambassador has also raised funds to pay for some of the stuff, because they even, I think they would have carried additional stuff that they kind of raised fund to bring, because people have been given resources. Go. So for those of you who still want to contribute, I'm going to probably see if I can get the ambassador on in the morning for him to come and talk about continual support for the program. But I am management. How is it? How is it wasting of money if the JFF is not paying for it though, the man? If the people, if they need, they don't normally bring like a masseuse, and they found funding to bring a masseuse to the, how is that wasting money? If they have two players who they want to make sure that if there's an injury, the player is there and has been training, and they raise money outside of the JFF to pay for all of their stuff, how is that wasting money though? I mean, I don't understand that. But listen, thank you all. I am management. Big up yourself, Tony. Thank you as well. Nitro, bless up, Float management, blessings. I am management. This has been I Am Sure Sports. Remember the scripture that we read in the beginning. Don't forget it, my people. That is the scripture for the day. You all remember it? Psalm, that scripture from Psalm. Let me give it again. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Psalm 108. It says the Lord will do mighty things for you. Verse 13. Mighty things. Mighty things for you. All right. And that he will fight your foes. The man. Any additional, remember, any additional, the monies that are allocated only cover a designated amount. All of the other funds that the team has needed is from the ambassador seeking sponsorship, boss, our parents. So I don't know how you have the JFF. So if you have that information where the JFF is buying tickets, even though auditors are the JFF, they can't do that, man. But obviously, like I always say, you are privy to more information. So if you have the information, then you can speak from that perspective. All right, the Jamaica SLA companies at fault. The money was intercepted by persons in that company who stole the money. They were sent bogus statements. They sent this bogus statement. The problem, it's a private equity company. Too many risks. A.M. Henry, please, I'm asking you. I think I have your number. Text me, no man. I'd love for you to come on, even if to call in, whether you're a male or a female, and just explain the stuff. I know you want to remain incognito, and that is fine. I just said to you, the man, I don't know how I'm going to say it. I am saying to you, you have information that I don't have. I did not tell you that no ambassador. What I know is that they have an account that even people from my channel have been given money to. If there are additional stuff which they had to bring in terms of massage therapists, right? They have sought funding through external partnerships and sponsorship to help sustain the program like they have been doing for so long. Obviously, you know some other things that I don't know, so I defer to you, the man. That's all I'm saying, sir. I can't answer your questions because you obviously have information. I just tell you the limited information that I have. But if you have more information, say it to the people. Say it to the people. All right, that's all I'm saying. But the AM Henry, I'd love for you to expound on this a little bit more. But I am management. This is I Am Sure Sports. Tomorrow I'm going to speak to Solji and some of the folly that he has been saying. So you have yourself a wonderful, wonderful rest of the evening until we meet again.
Yo, watch about dog, SK New heard this. The body out there, Sniper King I represent for I Am Sure Sports. You get to me, I say, when you want the latest news and sports and updates and all of that, check out I Am Sure Sports. You know the thing goes in. Remember, cover the whole island. Remember Kingston, Westmoreland, Galchester, Ocho-Rios, Galtigo Bay. Everywhere. I Am Sure Sports. Check it out for the latest news and latest updates. Sniper King I represent. Where them feel like? Ha. Yeah, someone on for the food from young, from where they knee height. I Am Sure Sports. Yeah, dog.